Steam might be coming to Xbox, and understandably this pisses off a lot of PlayStation fanboys because for the past couple of months they have been celebrating, being so happy about the fact that Xbox is apparently quote-unquote dying because all of their games are gonna come to PlayStation. Sure, they are starting with only 3 of them, but if you ask any PlayStation fanboy, it's only a matter of time before all Xbox games will be on PlayStation. But now with recent developments that indicate that Epic Games Launcher and the Steam Launcher might be going to Xbox, or more accurately will be made available on Xbox, this puts PlayStation fanboys in a bit of a bad position because of all the PlayStation games that are available on Steam. And when I say all of the PlayStation games available on Steam, I obviously mean all of the PlayStation games, because the bingo card we've been using for the past 2 years as a joke has been filled. Only on PlayStation, it doesn't really exist anymore. Almost all of their important, more popular titles are now available on Steam. And if Steam comes to Xbox, well, those games will also become available on Xbox. Now with that being said, you know where I'm going. I'm gonna show you some salty PlayStation fanboy tweets, so let's just get into that.
Xbox, woohoo! Steam and Epic Store might come to Xbox. Go Phil. Reality? No one will still care about Xbox.
Yeah guys, if Xbox somehow gets access to the biggest library of video games in history, nobody will care. If Xbox get access to the biggest library of games, including all relevant PlayStation games, right? No one will care. No one will care if you can play the new Spider-Man game on Xbox, or God of War on Xbox, or Last of Us on Xbox. No one will care. No one will give a shit. It doesn't mean anything. Least delusional PlayStation fanboy.
No one wants to play Steam games on console.
This is 100% correct, guys. Nobody ever would want to play PC games on console. No one would want to do that. Why would anybody want that? Could someone just quickly, this is completely not related, right? But could someone please just remind me how many units the Steam Deck sold? Could someone just tell me that? Could someone just remind me of that, please? Nothing to do with this tweet, of course, but just let me know.
Phil said Epic Games Store and Steam are coming to Xbox. Xbox will play PlayStation PC games. Checkmate ponies, game over. This is the end of PlayStation console.
Now you can go on Twitter and write these statements out in like wobbly texts and post a picture of a brain-dead Xbot underneath it, but it doesn't change anything about the fact that these statements you typed out here to be apparently stupid are all quite valid actually. Like, yes, if Xbox can play PlayStation games, like all PlayStation games on PC, that's pretty bad for PlayStation. Someone in the comments of his tweet even like questioned him about this. Curious what you'd do if that did happen. It's not an incredibly crazy thought, and the tech is there to do it.
If that did happen, then Sony would plan to follow suit or cease to have hardware. Guess what though? I go where the best games are. If Sony first-party games headed elsewhere, then so would I.
That's the greatest non-answer I've ever heard. Also, if you go to where PlayStation games are, why are you still on PlayStation? All the games are on the PC. PlayStation barely has fucking games on the PS5 to begin with, right? Like, it has only remakes and remasters, nothing else.
I have one! There's no games! There's no games on it! There is nothing. It's a paperweight. It's a paperweight. There is nothing on this machine. It is a $600 Netflix machine. Go read a book, bro. Look, it looks like a book. Go read a book.
And all the games of value are just available on PC, where they run and play better. So why not just get a PC, X-Fault? I know why. You're just a giant fucking PlayStation fanboy and you're in denial about it. That's fine, dude. Just be honest.
Phil nor Xbox understand how consoles work.
This is true. The people running Xbox just have no clue what they're doing. They have this weird idea that if they bring Epic Games and Steam to the Xbox platform with their giant fucking libraries that include PlayStation games, that would somehow benefit Xbox. Such a ludicrous idea. That would never work, of course. Let me just paint you a picture, right? PC gamers have no reason to buy a console at all. All of the console exclusive games are coming to us. We have the best platform just in general, right? Hardware wise. Just the things we can do with our platform that you can't. because of the fact that PC isn't like a closed platform. We have so many more options. We are by far the best platform. But with our libraries, our Steam libraries being made available, right, on Steam, on Xbox, that would actually give people a reason to buy an Xbox, right? Because if I can just play all of my games from my Steam library on an Xbox, then it would become so much more attractive for me to buy an Xbox, like put it in my living room or something. Because now if I want to play PC games on my TV, I have to unhook my PC or unplug my PC here and like hook it up downstairs. I wouldn't have to fucking do that if downstairs there was already like a cheaper option. I could just plug into the fucking wall, log in on Steam, and just start playing my games. But Phil Spencer and Xbox just have no clue what they're doing, man. They don't know shit, guys.
That's not how that works. If Steam launches on Xbox, that doesn't give Xbox access to the games like Spider-Man. PlayStation would have to go out of their way to make an Xbox port unless the next Xbox is just a PC.
Well, let me blow your mind, motherfucker. The current Xbox, and same goes for PS5, are basically just weaker PCs. They consist of the same hardware as a PC. Also, not all PCs have the exact same hardware, right? You could just get these games to run on Xbox hardware. I know that there's this like port problem where sometimes like a game runs really good on a PS5 and really shit on Xbox, or really good on Xbox and really shit on PS5. I feel like that's mostly a problem caused by the developers of those games. If it runs really shitty, if it's just like, oh, it looks better on one or the other, that's probably a hardware thing. But if it runs like shit, that's not because it just can't run on an Xbox and was made for PS5. That's mainly because the developers just didn't put any fucking effort into porting it over properly. But there is already a proper PC version available from all these games of Spider-Man, Last of Us. All these games have a proper PC version available on Steam, and if you can just boot it up and run it on Xbox hardware, it'll run perfectly fine.
I've been saying Xbox should and could be working to get Steam playable on consoles for a decade. I'm a visionary, and have always given the best feedback for Xbox. Problem is, it takes them an average of 10 years to realize I'm right. I chuckled at the first comment. They loved me.
Bro, I'm not even convinced your dad ever loved you. Like, how else do you end up console warring on Twitter? The Red Dragon patting himself on the back, giving himself props for coming up with the amazing idea of if Xbox had more games, they'd be more relevant. No one else could have come up with that. Only the Red Dragon is as smart to come up with the idea that if Xbox has the largest library of games in history, they'd maybe get more people to buy their console. I just want to include this one because I thought it was fucking hilarious. Like, PlayStation fanboy going like, oh, they should listen to me. They're just 10 years late to my great advice. And it's like, dude, first of all, yeah, again, having the greatest library of video games on your console is always gonna be a plus. Everybody could have told you that. But 10 years ago, it wouldn't have made any sense for them to do this. The industry wasn't in the right fucking place for them to put Steam on the Xbox. But now, when it's very clear that the industry and the gaming market as a whole is kind of shifting towards PC gaming, it makes a lot more sense for them to do it now. Anyway, I'm done with this. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I promise to upload more, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.